and if you're not comfortable, just change the way you sit. There's no obligation to sit in any particular way, just comfortable. So close your eyes, relax your hands, relax your shoulders, relax your arms. And let's take a few moments here to reconnect to what's happening inside of you. As I'm sure you're well aware, there's lots of events happening in the world around you. And you have not much control over these events. There are things happening inside of you. And with those things, you are not powerless. You do have control over what you are doing inside of you. That's coming from your mind and the way you're thinking about things. So while you may not have any control about whether there are volcanoes happening, erupting somewhere, or floods in other places, or hurricanes, or weather patterns, or people doing various things, or governments doing various things, what you can do is control how you respond to that. Because the mind creates a thought, and the body creates an emotion, and your whole being is affected by that. So you can just create a different thought and a different emotion, you have a different experience. And there are many ways to do that. There's different experts doing different ways or designing different ways for you to follow, so you can learn how to respond better to your inner reality and how to affect your outer reality. What we'll do this morning here to begin with is a simple breath practice. It's going to be a 1-2, a ratio of 1-2, inhalation, exhalation. You're going to breathe in for 1 and breathe out for 2. 1 doesn't have to be 1 second. It could be 4 seconds in and 8 seconds out. That's a 1-2. Or it could be 3 seconds in and 6 seconds out. That's a 1-2. And so on. The exhalation is twice as long as the inhalation. Start easy. We'll start at 3 and 6. Let's take a moment and breathe out and relax. Then breathing in to the count of 3, 2, 1. And breathing out 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in 3, 2, 1. Breathing out 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 3, 2, 1. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue this way for a few more moments. And as you do that, counting in 3 as you breathe in, counting 6 as you breathe out. Using a very soft Ujjayi. Slightly contracting the throat, making a very gentle sound as you breathe in and out. And by narrowing the airways, you have a better grip on the breath. If you're comfortable, carry on with 3 and 6, or if you want to, you can move to 4 and 8. So breathing in for 4 seconds, breathing out for 8 seconds, or 8 counts. And notice as you are breathing out that you are getting more relaxed. As a general, when you are stressed, your exhalation becomes shorter. If the exhalation has become shorter, the residual air the air still trapped in your lungs is still there. It's increasing, which means you can't take a deeper breath in next. So in order to relax, you want to get all that residual breath out, or most of it is out, making space when you breathe. Of course, oxygen is king. You want more oxygen to keep you more alive. So by simply lengthening the exhalation, you are both becoming calmer and making more space for more oxygen, which gives you more energy. There's more blood going to your brain, which makes you smarter. So in for 4, out for 8, or in for 3, out for 6, or in for 5, out for 10. You decide. Next time you finish breathing out, make that your last and come back to normal breath. And just notice how you feel. What we do next is we're going to combine the same breath practice with the 1-2 ratio with moving the awareness inside the body. So the awareness will move kind of from the crown of your head down the front of the body all the way down towards the pelvic floor, and from the pelvic floor all the way up towards the crown of the head. So it's going to move up and down. So it could literally move for the front of your body, it could move on your spine, or for the center of your body, whichever you find more easy to relate to. So if you want, you can visualize like a tube, like a hose pipe, or something a bit bigger, maybe like 1 inch or 1.5 inches or 2 inches in diameter, running through the center of your body. We call that the pranic tube, because it's made of life force, prana. And you can visualize the energy moving downwards and moving upwards along this tube with the breath. So before we do the count, just keep your eyes closed, visualize this tube running through your body, whether it's in the front, the back, or the center. And just notice the energy moving downwards and moving upwards. And sometimes having that vision is a bit vague, so you could relate to it by focusing on different points along the front of your body. The front of the body is easier to relate to than the back. The back is a bit more mysterious. You can't really see what's happening there. So you can think of the crown of your head. Let's take a moment here and together kind of notice the crown of the head. And think of the center of the forehead. And that's relatable. Thinking of your mid-brow center. Thinking of your nostrils, your throat, breastbone, solar plexus, which is somewhere between kind of your navel and the vertex sternum, kind of up your belly. Then the navel itself. Then the center of the hips, which is roughly where the pubis bone is, and then the pelvic floor. So those are the points along the front, which can be more relatable to. And you can either stay with the front, or you can kind of go behind them to the center of the body, all the way back towards your spine. So kind of following up from the pelvic floor to the center of the hips, to the navel, to the solar plexus, to the sternum, the heart center, the throat, nostrils, mid-brow center, center of the forehead, and crown of the head. And now we can add the breath. So take a breath in. And as you exhale, move your awareness from the crown towards your pelvic floor, the perineum, to the count of maybe 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And as you inhale, lift from pelvic floor to the crown for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, breathing out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Soft Ujjayi. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. And keep going. Visualize the breath moving through your body. And keep moving the breath up and down this tube, but without the count. Drop the count. If intuitively your exhalation is longer, that's fine. If it's not, that's fine. Just follow the breath, moving up and down, up and down, up and down. Feeling the wave of the breath rising from perineum to crown and flowing from from crown to perineum. Rising and falling, rising and falling. Very smooth. As you harmonize, as you smoothen out the activity of the breath, the in and out flow, the rising and falling energy, prana and apana, you can find more balance within yourself. And when there is more balance within yourself, you can cope better with things that happen inside of you. Because then you can choose to respond rather than to react. And when you're choosing to respond, you're becoming responsible, response able, not to react. So while still moving the breath up and down smoothly, let's bring the hands together to Ujjayi Mudra. Noticing that point along the way in the heart center as the energy moves up and down. And connecting to the heart center now with slow and smooth breath, visualizing the breath moving in and out from the heart. So let's harmonize the brain and the heart with heart-brain coherence. So breathing slowly from the heart and connecting to heartfelt emotions. Connecting to gratitude to anything or anyone. Connecting to appreciation for anything or anyone. Kindness, compassion, Staying in your heart, moving away from the head. Staying with the breath. And with heartfelt emotions. And we're staying this state of heart-brain coherence, bring to heart and intention. An intention that will help you to be more grounded, more connected, more mindful, more peaceful, and more responsive. Slowly start to rub the palms against each other. And gradually increase that speed until the hands feel really, really warm. And once the hands feel warm, place them over your heart center and soak in that warmth, that prana. And breathe it in. And one more time, rub the palms together, charge your hands. This time as you inhale, reach the arms all the way up, bring the palms towards each other, again, gathering more energy. The palms together, draw them to heart center as you use. Let's do that a few times. So inhale, reach up, gather, bring the palms together, and hands to heart center as you use. So breathing in, reaching up, and hands to heart as you breathe out. And one more time, breathing in and reaching up. And bring the hands to heart. Hold the hands there for a moment. Stay connected with the breath. If you're in a reality, and with your heart set. When you're ready, release your hands.